Hello guys, welcome to Java Developers YouTube channel. In previous class, we had seen about the Boolean and char data types. Along with that class, we have one more class which covered type conversions in Java. Right? These two classes is a part of conditional statements problems. Okay, to understand the problems we are going to do as the going days. So before that, these topics are important, so I was placed in between those conditional statements and these problems. So today our class is about check whether the given number is even or odd. Okay, already most of them will know what is the difference between the even and odd, right? Let's discuss. Okay, as we know that arithmetic operators. Okay, if you're taking modulo, 1 minute. Okay, just go for this. Already we know the concept of modulo, like represented with the modulo symbol that will give the reminder as a output. Okay, and next if you take the division, that is by, it will give the quotient as an output, right? So what is an even number? I have the n1 is equals to 10. If you take this 10 and divide it by 5, the remainder is 0. Okay, then we can say that it's an even number. In a case, if you take 13, which is 2 divisible by 2, 2 6 are 12, remainder is 1. In this case, you can say that it's an odd number. Okay, when if you're taking the number from the user dynamically by using the scanner class, then you are performing the division, and we are considering the remainder, not the quotient. We are considering the remainder. If the remainder is 0 when it's divisible by 2, then we are going to say that it's even number. Okay, how to use the dynamic? Okay, how we are going to take the input from the user dynamically by using the scanner class. Okay, scanner already we discussed in our earlier classes. If you have not watched that video, please go to there. And scanner, it's a predefined class that's presented in the Java util package, java.util.scanner class, right? And if you want to take that, first you need to import the scanner class and create the scanner object, and then we need to ask the user to enter the number. Okay, after entering that, we need to store that. Okay, as you are taking the input of n1, which is an integer type, we need to take the reference of scanner, which is sc, or anything you want to name that variable you can, but the data type isn't. We have to use the next int, and we need to store that in a variable of int num1. Okay, int of num1. Okay, then we are writing the logic by using the conditional statements. Let's execute this. Okay, open the Eclipse. Okay, after opening Eclipse, just create a package of conditional problems and create a class in that particular package, that is even number. Then add the main method, click on finish. Okay, and after that, what is our first step? Already we discussed. First we need to take the scanner class. Okay, then we need to take the input from the user, then we need to store, then we need to write the logic using the conditional statements. Okay, first we need to take the scanner class. Just take scanner sc as a variable, new scanner system.in. Already I have explained about the scanner class in depth in our previous videos. If that not watched, go back and watch that, and enter the number. Okay, then what is our next step? We need to store that as a result of it, right? User entered the number. Okay, just take the method that suits to the integer, then assign the variable. Okay, just take num1. Okay, after that, after taking the num1 as a user enter data that's stored in the num1 variable, now we have to write the logic. How you write the logic? If num1, okay, which is why we are using the modulo by 2 double equals to 0, in that case you have to print num1 plus is even number. Okay, or else what we have to tell? We have to tell that s out num1 is odd number. Okay, already we discussed the conditional statements in our previous class. If you not yet seen that, just go to our playlist and first watch the conditional statements. Okay, what is if, what is else if, nested if, switch. Okay, as we discussed in earlier. Okay, first we have been taking the input from the user and asking the, I mean, we need to uh take the input. I mean, that is a dialog box. If you want to get that, we are going to use a scanner class, and then we have to ask that enter the number. After that number, entering that number, we need to store that in the variable. Okay, by using the particular methods as presented in the scanner class with the respect to data type, as we discussed. Store that in the num1 and write the logic by using the conditional statements. If the user enter number is usable by, that is modulo by 2, as resulted remainder is 0, and that will be the even number, otherwise it will be the odd number. Let's run it. Okay, enter number is 10, as 10 2 with the 5 times resulted in 10, remainders it's 0, it be even number, right? If I rerun that again, okay, if I enter 13, 2 6 times is 12, but the remainder is 1, so we are going to get 13 is an odd number. Okay, that's all about today video. If you have any doubts, please comment me below. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel.